Good morning, everybody, and Merry Christmas. I know that we are a little bit early. It's not quite Christmas yet, but next Tuesday I will not be on here. And I wanted to give you a heartfelt wish for the holiday season, that your season is filled with joy and love and family and friends and everything wonderful. Throughout the next week, all of our kids and grandkids will be here. We are so excited. Everyone will be together. Hopefully we can get a family picture. We're only all here together for a couple days, so we'll get one, even if it's not professional. We'll get a family picture, and I will be sharing that on my site. It is Friday, December 20th, 2024. Can you believe it, guys? Next week is Christmas, and it has been no stress. There is tons I still don't have done, but I really am focusing on what's important this year. I guess it's wisdom, it's age, it's something. I am getting older for sure, but I am having a delightful season so far. My name is Maureen Rolfes, also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady. Hi, Doris. Glad you're here. I have been an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 27 years, and I love what I do. I am coming to you from Murfreesboro, Tennessee in the United States. And I'm here to help you find the joy and pleasure of card making and paper crafting and how wonderful it can be for your soul. I want to teach you tips and tricks to make it more fun for you and easier. And I want to encourage you to send out all of your beautiful creations to others and share that joy. Please be sure to give me a hello in the comments. Doris, Merry Christmas to you. Yes, we will have a wonderful Christmas. I just feel it. I know it's going to be. So you too, my friend. Be sure to give me a hello. Let me know you stopped by. If you're watching later on the replay, which I watch a lot of videos late at night, I always try to tell them I'm watching. It's just good to know if someone's watching. So it makes us all happy. So please let me know that also. As always, I will be drawing from all of the comments that you leave today. Hi, Pam. Merry Christmas. Glad you're here. Leave today through midnight tomorrow and giving away the card that I make. So every comment that you leave is an entry toward that card drawing. And you have till midnight the 21st. Congratulations to the winner of my last card, Cheryl Jackson. That was that pocket card, and that is on its way to you. So thank you so much for watching and commenting. Also, if you can share my video, that really helps give my small business exposure it wouldn't have otherwise. So if you can share to a crafty group, to your homepage, to a crafty friend, that would be wonderful. That just, like I said, really helps me out. If you do that, let me know, and I will give you a bonus entry in today's drawing. Okay, guys, I'm going to take you down to the table. It is blustery and cold out. We're only going to get up to a high of 40 today, and with the wind, it's going to be a lower wind chill, gray out there, but it's okay. All is good. That is just what it is. So let me turn you around here. And there you can see the leaves blowing in the wind. The last few remaining leaves still stuck on the trees coming down. Let me take you down to my table. All right, guys, this is me, Maureen Rolfes, also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady. You can find my blog at crazystampinglady.blogspot.com. My email is crazystampinglady@gmail.com. My Facebook is facebook.com/crazystampinglady. My YouTube is under my name, Maureen Rolfes, and you can shop with me at stampingwithmaureen.stampinup.net. If you shop with me in the month of December, I would appreciate if you use my hostess code. It gets me the most benefits for your order and allows me to have the most to give back to you guys in kits and drawings, etc. If your order is over $150 pre-shipping and handling and tax, then don't use that because you will earn hostess rewards in that case, and I would love for you to have those. Okay, guys, I have a few cards to share. It's that time of year, right? My first one is from my friend Veronica in Prescott, Arizona. And look how beautiful this is. It is gorgeous. And I really mean that. I just think it is so lovely. The color she used is Blackberry Bliss, which is a real deep purple red. It's such a regal color. I think of royalty, and Jesus, of course, was king, so it's gorgeous, but just such a beautiful card. It is embossed on the background with little bitty snowflakes, and then it has the silver with the church. So, so pretty. Thank you, Veronica. Miss you, my friend. The next one is from one of my team members and friends from California, Diane. And she is one of my longest team members. She's been with me many, many, many years. And she did a direct to paper, it looks like, with her stamp pad to get this background on here. And then I think, and I could be wrong, she's not here to tell me. Let me see, I think she colored this layer of green to match. And she just used markers, it looks like, or maybe blends. It's beautiful. It's a great idea, because if you do not have the color of cardstock you need, go ahead and grab your ink pad and do direct to paper, or use your markers or blends and color the piece that you need to match your card. Very, very nice. Thank you, Diane, for sending that to me. The next one is from also friends from California, from Sherry and her husband David, and she made this card. I love the way she used the plaid cardstock all the way open like that, so it's beautiful front and back. Simple Merry Christmas. Thank you, Sherry, for thinking of me. I appreciate the thoughts and the beautiful card. I'm displaying these all on ribbons in my kitchen on my cabinet doors, and they look wonderful. And then the last one I have to share today is from my friend Kathy from Prescott, Arizona, and she made this lovely card. So pretty. Thank you so much, Kathy. I always love negative, and when you can see the color underneath, that is one of my things. I cut out dies, and I want to use the negative because the negative is so beautiful to me. But this is just the way this is made on the curve like that, and I love it so much. Thank you, Kathy, for thinking of me. I appreciate you all for taking the time to make and send me a card. Okay, guys, couple little things. Free monthly virtual class. Remember, any qualifying order in the month of December will get a kit from me if you use my hostess code, or if your order is over $150 pre-shipping and handling and tax. Either of those will qualify. A $50 order will get you 3 free card kits. A $75 order will get you those 3 kits plus a bonus project. A $100 order will get you those 3 kits, a bonus project, and a half a pack of embellishments. And then all of these are usually retired product, but they are new to you. They're new products, and you will receive them. And the little cards and things that we make are easily reproducible with anything that you might have on hand. This is my thank you to you for ordering. Any order at all, no matter how small, will receive a handmade thank you card from me, and all orders are entered into my monthly prize drawing. The card kits for this month will be sent out on January 2nd. They will be mailed out. And the class will be held on Monday, January 13th at 11 a.m. Central Time, right here in this group where anyone can watch, but those of you who have kits, who have kits will then be able to put them together. So today I'm kicking off another sketch challenge. It is December. I am kicking off my 21st sketch challenge, guys. These have not taken off like I liked, but I know some of you really enjoy them, so I have decided to continue them. I think they're fun. I do these sketch challenges. I put them out as just a jump off board for you, something when you need your creativity to be sparked. This is the sketch that we're using today. It is very simple. It is a card base, 1 layer down, and 2 layers of striped across. That's it. So simple. I have my measurements right here, and I will post all of this both in the description here so you can see it, but also I will pin a post to the top of this page with this information, and it's that post where I would love you to put your sketches if you make them. So again, this is super simple, should not take you long to make a card to match a sketch challenge, and I hope you will enter. This sketch challenge goes from today through the 31st, and I will draw for a winner on the 1st. So it's a little longer than usual, but that's because I'm not going to be here next Tuesday on Christmas Eve. So I hope you'll join this. We're going to be making my take on this today. Mine is not so quick and easy because I'm adding a little bit to it, but you can make it as simple as you want. And remember, you can change it up. Do you want to do this card vertically? Go ahead. Do you want your layers a different size? Go ahead. Do you want to add an extra layer? Fine. I don't really care. It is just something to spark your creativity. Okay, guys. Celebration coming soon. Mini catalog coming soon. These start in January. I think it's on the 7th. Yep, the 7th. If you do not have a demonstrator and you were not on my ordering list for the last 6 months, but you would like these catalogs, just let me know here in the comments or drop me an email at crazystampinglady@gmail.com and I will be sure to get these out to you. And then the mini catalog still going. Lots of items starting to disappear on that last chance list, but I love the way the last chance list works this year. Other years on January 6th, when this catalog ends, all of those products would go away and be no longer available. But with the continuing last chance list we have now, they will stay there till they're gone, basically. So even though this catalog might end on the 6th of January, those products will stay out on the last chance list until Stampin' Up! Decides they're gone. So there, yay, yay to that. Okay, guys, we are actually using something fun out of the annual catalog for today's sketch challenge. And I'm going to show it to you. It's on page 24 of the catalog. I looked at this set every time I went through the catalog and was drawn to it. And I finally purchased it about a month ago. I just knew I had to have it. It just kept calling my name. Some sets do that to me, and I have to have them. I just know there's something I should be doing with them. And once I got it, I loved it even more. So we are playing with this with our sketch challenge today. And we're going to be doing a couple of my favorite things, fussy cutting and coloring, because you guys know I love that stuff. So that's why I'm saying mine won't be as easy, but you can make yours as easy as you like. So here is the recipe for the card I'm making today. It has all of the products and then the sizes that you need down here at the bottom. I will put this back onto the screen at the end with my finished card if you want to take a screenshot. And I will also post this and the finished card in the comments of this video. So it'll be there for you later if you want to duplicate. So let me show you just how simple this sketch challenge is. You are going to have a card base, and this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it started out at 8 1/2 by 5 1/2 and was scored at 4 1/4. It's horizontal on my card, although you could flip the design and do it vertical. I have a layer of Old Olive, and this layer is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So that's going to be my first layer on there. And then I have a layer of Designer Series paper, also an Old Olive design. And this piece is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So it only is going to have a little border of that Old Olive around the edge. Now this would be a perfect piece to take and punch out pieces if you thought you could use them on something on the future, because it's not going to show at all. It's going to be completely covered basically by this piece of Designer Series paper. So let me show you where I got this paper from. It is from a new release called Serene Love. It's an online exclusive, and it is a remake of a paper that we had out previously that was all black and white. And I'm going to show you the colors and the pages that are in here so you can see how beautiful this is. So it's this Old Olive sheet, this one, this, I'm thinking I should look at my colors here so I know what I'm telling you. Yes, this Lost Lagoon design and this Lost Lagoon design. Are you remembering some of these designs? And then this Night of Navy design and this Night of Navy. Now you're going to get 2 sheets of each of these for 12 by 12s. I'm going to flip it over so you can see the back sides. And the back sides are fantastic. They are all of these gorgeous patterns. And I love that each color has 2 coordinating patterns, because then you can combine them on a card, which is what I did today. I'm combining the Old Olive diagonal stripes with the polka dots, and I love it. So great DSP out there, guys. Only as an online exclusive, so check it out, and only while supplies last, because that's what online exclusives are. Okay, so then I have another piece of Old Olive that is 2 by 5.5, and another piece of Designer Series paper that is 1 3/4 by 5.5. And that right there basically is the sketch. Where is my little sketch sheet so I can show you that again? Thought I kept it off, but I did not, but it is close by. So there you go. That's it. The base and 4 layers is all you need to make this sketch. Please join me this month. I would love to have you participate in our sketch challenge. Okay, guys, so we're going to put this card together. And it is going to be simple as far as assembly, but then I'm going to show you the more intricate parts I decided to add. So we're just going to take, oops, let me get my seal going here. Take our layer of Old Olive, and I'm going to place it onto my card base, centering it as closely as I can. Not stressing about it, because right, life is no stress. We cannot stress about things that just don't matter. And then my piece of Designer Series paper, which would be beautiful with the flowers too. Let's see how that looks with this on. Yep, that would be gorgeous too, especially for a spring card. But for my card, I'm going to use the diagonal sides. So let's put our seal on the back of here. Now remember, this is just a little bit tinier. So I went down, instead of from 4 to 3 3/4, I went down from 4 to 3 7/8. So it's going to have just a tiny little border around it. Not as big as my normal border that I put on my cards. Mainly just because I wanted a lot of those diagonals to show. Okay, so you can make those layers whatever you want them to be. And then we have a piece of Old Olive again. Now this is pretty monochromatic to this point, but when I add my images, you'll see it's not monochromatic. But I love that this, like I said, Designer Series paper has 2 patterns of every color so that you can combine them this way. Okay, so my Old Olive strip, again, beautiful, very pretty, but a little busy for what I'm doing today. So we're going to use the polka dots. Come in here and add my seal on here. Hope your day is going great. Are you guys having bad weather? I think we're going to be warm, it looks like, for Christmas. I'm not sure after that. And my daughter and her family from West Virginia are not coming until right after Christmas. So I am hoping for really good weather, especially for their traveling. So, okay, so there is our sketch, right? It's exactly what I have on here. And then you can add whatever you want to make it pop. So what I did is I took this stamp set, the Choose Happy stamp set, which I even just like that it's called Choose Happy. And we're going to use that on our card today, the Choose Happy, because I love, love, love that. And I placed a bunch of the little images on one block, just like this, and then inked them up with my Memento. And when I have a big area like this to ink, I usually do ink it with my ink pad direct to the block like this, rather than the block to the ink pad. So hopefully I've got it completely covered with Memento, and then a piece of scrap paper, and just stamped them. Now I'm cutting all of these images out, and so for me, I could just stamp them however they went, wherever they went, and then I have them on there. That just saved me having to stamp all the individual images. I actually had one more on here. It was the bee from the set right here, but I'm using this on another part of the card. So then afterward, I took it off the block. So I just wanted to show you how I did that as a tip for saving a little time, especially if you're doing a bunch of them. Just put them on a block all together, stamp them once. So loved how that turned out. Look at all the great images on here. So I'm not using the boat or the pumpkin today. I'm not using the apple, the pumpkin faces, the star. I'm not using the candle or the penguin. And then there's all these words up here, all of the seasons, little words for like boo for Halloween, the bee to go with the bee, adventure, anniversary, Thanksgiving, healing, summer, Easter, spring, heart. Love, love, love so much about this. It is such a cute set, you guys. You're going to love it too. Do I have a price? $21. $21, and it is gorgeous. Okay, so that is the base of our card. These are our images. Do not worry. I'm not going to have you watch me color and cut out all of these pieces. I promise. I pre-stamped them, and I am going to color one and cut out one image. So I cut them apart. This is going to be our little bluebird. I already colored his beak with yellow because that tiny little beak didn't take very long. So just got that out of the way. And all of the images I'm using today, I just colored. I used blends, but you could just as easily use markers or watercolor pencils or whatever your favorite coloring mode is. I just love the blends because they go on so smooth, and when they dry, you don't see a lot of little lines in it. So it's my favorite coloring mode, but you pick what you like. And we're just going to color this little bird blue because he is now the bluebird of happiness, right? We're choosing happy. I think I got it all colored. The lighting is bad in here today. I even have an extra lamp on because it's so gray outside. Okay, so there is our little bird all colored. I have the colors I used on here. On the instructions, I just said assorted blends because you can use whatever you like. But I have Lemon Lolly, Azure Afternoon, Crumb Cake, Poppy Parade, Flirty Flamingo, and oh no, Lemon Lime Twist. Those are the colors I used on my images. And then I cut them out. So let me use my scissors here. And we're just going to fussy cut this little bird. You guys know I love to fussy cut, and I know everybody does not. So if you wanted to make a card really similar to what I'm doing today, instead of putting that polka dot stripe on there, just make that stripe white if you're not a fussy cutter, and then stamp all your little images on it and color them. And that'll work fine too. I'm just putting all of mine popped up on dimensionals for a little dimension, and I didn't want to waste not getting a chance to fussy cut. So I know that sounds kind of weird, I know, but I love it so much. It is part of what keeps me from stressing. If I'm getting really stressed, I will color or fussy cut, and it just calms me down. So I think there's two teams out there, the team that totally agrees with me and the team that thinks I'm crazy. So either one is fine, guys. Okay, so there is our little bird. Isn't he cute? Let me show you the rest of the images. We have a heart, a flower, a bunny, a sunshine, and the bumblebee. And then I'm going to do my sentiment. So for my sentiment, I am going to stamp the Choose Happy. Now I put these on separate blocks, not for this part. For right here, this is fine because I am cutting these out quickly too. But I'm also going to use this on the envelope in a second. So on the envelope, I wanted them stamped separately. So that is why they are on separate blocks. Otherwise, they could have been put on a single block, just like the pictures. And I'm just going to bubble cut these. So when I bubble cut, I leave a little bit more of a border of white. I just kind of go around the image, in and out, making it thicker in some part and thinner in others. I'm not worried about following the letters perfectly. It's not like fussy cutting. It's much faster and easier. But I like the look of it. It is, again, a happy look to me. It reminds me of bubbles kind of floating in the air, or balloons kind of floating in the air. So in and out. And I call it bubble cutting. I'm not sure there's anyone else out there that calls it that. That is a marine term. I've never heard it from anyone else. So, but for me, it's what it reminds me of. So that's what I call it. It's certainly not fussy cutting because I'm not being fussy about it in any way. Okay, choose happy. Okay, so that is all of our cutting. So now what we're going to do is build our card. Before I do that though, I think I'm going to do any other stamping that I have. So I am going to take that adorable little bee and we're going to stamp him on the inside of the card, because I'm not going to put any sentiment on the inside, because this could be a birthday card or it could just be I'm thinking of you. It could have a lot of meaning, so I'm not going to add it there. But then I'm also going to take this little bee and we're going to stamp him on our envelope, kind of just like that. And then I'm going to take the choose and put it up here, and the happy and put it down here. Just like that. Cute, cute, cute. Honestly, I think this is part of my whole no stress thing. I am choosing happy. I am going to try to choose happy all the time. I do think a lot of it is a choice, and it's not always that easy, and sometimes you have to work at it over and over and over. I'm old and I've been working at it for years, and I'm sure I will have moments where choose happy isn't that easy, but I'm still going to do my best. Okay, so here's our card. Let me grab dimensionals, because I am going to pop all of these up on dimensionals. So we're going to put a large dimensional behind our sun, and I'm going to pop it up coming off of my layer over here to the side. And then I'm going to take my flower with another large dimensional, and we're going to place this one down here below the sun, just a little bit over. I'm kind of scattering these images across that central layer on this card. We'll do the heart. So I just picked out some of my favorite things. These little things all make me happy, every image I have here. And yellow is my favorite color, I think, because it's a happy color. So having the sunshine on there and the bee and stuff just made me happy right away. Let's put our little heart here. And next I'm going to use my bee. Now for my bee, he's a little bit tinier, so I'm going to use a small dimensional, one of our minis. And I don't want this little tail just kind of sticking up to get caught. So we're going to add a little bit of Tombow glue down here on the bottom of this. Just a tiny, I don't want it spreading out anywhere or oozing out. So I'm going to get off as much as I can as far as excess. Okay, got a little bit on the board there. Let's take the backing off of there. And we're going to place this little bee kind of flying up here. So he comes a little bit off of that layer also on the dimensional, and then that tail I'm pushing down so it glues down here on the card. Then our bunny, and our bunny can have a large dimensional. So you can make the cutest cards for birthdays or spring. Has all the holidays included, so you could just make cards just repeating an image and having the holidays. Let's see where I want this one. I'm going to put him up just a little bit like that underneath the bee. And then the last one I'm going to add as far as the little images is my bluebird of happiness. Let's get him on here. My backing on my dimensional doesn't want to come off. Sometimes those backing, the dimensionals really stick to my nails and they get caught and the backing won't want to come off, but I got it. And we'll have him flying up over here to the side. Okay, so you can see how I just kind of scattered them. No true pattern because I wanted them to be going like they're all just kind of scattered onto there. And then we're going to take our sentiments. So I'm doing choose happy. We'll do the choose first, and hopefully I bubble cut these large enough that I can put a couple of our mini dimensionals on the back. I think I did. They didn't stick to me so much. Wouldn't be a problem, right guys? I may need to use my tweezers. My nails are getting a little long and unruly, so we're going to use our tweezers on here to place it. I love my little mini tweezers, so I should grab it whenever I need it, right? And then let's put a couple of these also on the back of the happy. See if I can do it without. If so, I will do it. There. Okay, so those fit. So when I bubble cut, When I bubble cut, I do try to make the edges large enough that I can place these little mini dimensionals behind, even though they're small words. And we're just going to come over here, and I'm kind of going to go with the angle of my dots here. And we're going to do choose. And the same thing with happy. Choose happy. Just like that. And then I want to add a little more to this. So I have some of our brand new Daffodil Delight satin ribbon. This is out of the new mini catalog that is coming. And it is very thin and very delicate and very pretty. And it's yellow, which always makes me happy. So perfect for a Choose Happy card, right guys? Yellow, yellow, yellow. So I'm just going to manipulate it. I don't want a huge bow on here. I just want a tinier one. So let me keep pulling till I get it right how I want it. Just like that. I'm going to pull my tails down, and we're going to trim them up here in just a second. I think that's about the right size. Let me grab my ribbon cutting scissors, and we're just going to do a little tail on each side. Just like that. And we're going to add this down here below our Choose Happy. So I'm going to put on the back of here a glue dot. Now the glue dots are kind of big for this ribbon. It is very tiny ribbon. You can roll your glue dot up if you want ahead of time. I usually, if on something like this, is just push it down on there and then go to the back and roll up any extra that might be sticking over the edge. That's just usually easier for me. Sometimes with thread, I do roll it up ahead of time, or twine, because it's so narrow. But for this ribbon, this works fine. And we're just going to come here and place this. Choose Happy. So now it's pulling the yellow from the sunshine down over to here. And then what could be happier than some sparkle? So we're going to take our Rhinestone Basic Jewels. One of my favorites, guys. You know I use these so much, but I love them. They're so versatile. They go with anything we're creating. So we're just going to place some of these. I think I'm going to place them as much as I can within that square. Let's see, is that better? Maybe there. Okay, so we're going to put one there. And I'm going to come up here, and we're going to put one up here. And one down here. Now again, I'm trying not to get them in a real straight line. I want them to look like they're scattered across, just like we did with our other stuff. So let's put this right at the base there of the bumblebee's little path. And then the final one down here in this corner. Okay, guys. That's our card for today. Now remember, this is our sketch challenge card. It's my take on it. Your card can look completely different. You're just trying to follow this sketch. So here is the card complete. And I promised you I would bring back in the little recipe sheets so that if you want to take a screenshot, you're welcome to do that. But again, remember, I will post all of this. So I am so happy you took some time out of your day to be with me today. I hope you like this project and some of the tips and items that I shared with you. Don't forget to leave your comments, because every comment is a chance to win today's card. You have till tomorrow midnight to be entered, so I would love to hear from you. I would also love to have your business. If you're looking for a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, for Stampin' Up! Products, if you want to join my Crazy Stamping Ladies team and be your own demonstrator and get your discounts, I am here for you. Just let me know. I'm here to be your creative coach. So if you have any questions at all about anything creative or would like catalogs from me, reach out to me. I'm at crazystampinglady@gmail.com, and I promise I will get back to you. Just a reminder that I will not be here on Tuesday, Christmas Eve. Enjoy the holidays with those you love. And if you're alone or you're struggling during this holiday season, feel free to reach out to me by email or private message me. I would love to pray for you. It is a tough time of year for a lot of people who have experienced loss this year, or loss at this time of year, or just are down a little bit. So I am a praying woman, and I would love to pray with you, for you. Let me know. Don't forget to share your card for this sketch on this Facebook page in the post that will be pinned to the top of the page. Just add your picture once your card is done to the comments, and you have till the end of the month, so a long time. And you can enter as many times as you like. I will be back here on Friday, December 27th at 10:30 a.m. Central Time with some more stamping fun for you. I hope you can find some time to spend with me then. Hey, take care, my friends. Have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas, and I will see you right after. Bye-bye.